This is strictly football. This has zero to do with how tall you are, how much you weigh. This has nothing to do with the combine. This has everything to do with just the tape. How fast? This is literally just the tape.
Back with Reed in the shotgun. And a quick throw. That is KC Concepcion, the former ACC Rookie of the Year at NC State. And he is a chess piece. And Concepcion, former NC State wideout, waiting at the 15. Comes up to the 20. He doesn't need much space. Concepcion across midfield. Down the sideline, gets a block, one man to beat, and a house call, and the Aggies have their first touchdown of the season.
Offense didn't work, and put a playmaker back there to return a punt. And setting up blocks, starting one way, and then coming out the back door. The big fella trying to get to him, no way, and he is absolutely gone. It is for college football fans, right?
1,000% is a happy new year. Off the play fake. Reed loads up. Concepcion wide open, and they overthrow him. There wasn't a road runner in his area code. Clean pocket for Reed. Drives one to Concepcion for a first down.
On deep, is bettering his deep passes, and Concepcion, corner's got inside position. Nice protection by the offensive line, and
that is looking to take that next step. We've been saying it for a long time. Reed to Concepcion, and he hears the highway call. His second touchdown.
Waited till the second window in which to throw it. Waits, then all of a sudden he's there. You miss a tackle, and now it's a foot race that a lot of defensive backs around the country are going to lose to that young man. Right, when you get it in his hands, he knows absolutely what to do with it. He has earned the right to have Mr. placed in front of his name tonight.
The former ACC Rookie of the Year at NC State. This time a fair catch. Owens remains as the running back. Reed with time. Lets it fly. A lot of contact, incomplete for Concepcion. He's the running back, part of that deep stable of backs. Reed again to the air. Back of the end zone, wide open. Touchdown, Aggies. KC Concepcion with his third. And a flag at the very end of the play.
Illegal touching on the offense, number 7. The player went out of bounds. It was the first to touch the pass. That's a loss of down. It is second out.
Let's take a look at the tail end of this. And still in bounds.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
There.
Great. It's good job by the official.
And Aggie land. He's got a chance here from inside the 20. Across the 30, losing his balance. Meanwhile, KC Concepcion hobbling off the field after the punt return.
Close attention here is Landon Rico punts. KC Concepcion had a punt return for touchdown in his debut last week. This is a returnable ball from the 33. KC goes straight ahead past the 45. 3-0 against anyone named Aggies, and they have very good field position here to start drive 2. Reed across the middle, good catch by KC Concepcion, the new receiver from NC State.
You know, Utah State on this possession now. That time they only brought 3. It was a lighter box, meaning only.
Reed threw that touchdown pass to Bussey, but seems a little off kilter with his receivers so far. Plenty of time here. Look at that speed. That's a first down.
Puts the playmaking out of him. Concepcion outside, a little double move. He's open. You got guys going down, but by then Reed had taken his eyes. Already gotten them once. want to back up a little bit where that offensive lineman can't tag.
Reed throws it at the feet of Concepcion, but just get him the ball. He can fly, and he gets down to the 20. 6 quarters of football. Good punt. Concepcion calls for the fair catch. And
Would have been 57 before the delay of game.
You're still upset about that. Reed pumps and throws, and it's caught by Concepcion. Gets right near the marker. See if they can get him going. That's 11 for KC.
Sessions here in the first half.
Rico punting for the 5th time in this half. Concepcion runs up off the bounce. And picked up on that.
No, they don't care for Texas.
2nd and 10. Reed flushed out, throws, caught, flag on the field. Concepcion has the touchdown.
Holding, defense. Number 1, that penalty's declined. Results of the play, touchdown.
He drops it right over the outstretched arms of Bobby Arnold. And Concepcion, when we talk about his punt return ability, look at that focus.
It's Concepcion going to the top of your screen on this 3rd and 4. Looking that way, throwing, and it's wide of KC. 4th down. Move the chains. Reed, time, wide of Concepcion. Turnover on downs. How about this start for Utah State?
Read the coverage.
Now near side, Concepcion. Boy, you can just see the burst, can't you? 9th play of it right here. Reed to the back, end zone, touchdown, Concepcion.
See if he had firm control. Didn't.
Came over from NC State, and Coach Elko said just come catch passes from Marcel Reed.
After further review, the ruling on the field is upheld. Touchdown.
A&M defense this year, the pass rush, the ability to affect the passer.
Rico, short punt. Concepcion calls for the fair catch. It's the 8th punt today for Rico. It's another short one that Concepcion will come up to make a fair catch on.
Up A&M. This is an SEC officiating crew led by Kyle Olson. So a 1st and 20 from the 25, back where the drive started. Reed's going to load it up down the middle of the field. Incomplete. Knocked away at the last second, looking for Concepcion.
Corner. The corner was beat on the play. That's Christian Gray, number 6. He's beat, but the safety comes to help. Beautiful play by Stroman coming over there and knocking the ball out, taking away a big play from the Aggies.
Now Owens and Moss both on the field together. Mike Elko did hint that we could see them out there side by side. Reed's going to rip it. And too high, nearly picked.
Is that Notre Dame is going to play primarily man coverage. This was zone, and the ball just kind of sailed on Reed.
And James Rendell is going to send it away. KC Concepcion is dangerous when he has the football in his hands. He's going to have to back up, call for the fair catch, and make it just in front of the 10-yard line.
Mark Zachary, number 24 in the game, is a true freshman.
Reed, good protection. Lofts it. Oh, what a grab. Going up high. KC Concepcion showing off the hands.
Well, it's good protection. Concepcion goes up, makes the acrobatic catch. It started up front, though, giving the quarterback time, a nice clean pocket.
Of offense. We're not even 2 minutes into the 2nd quarter. He's having a day. Fake it to Moss. Reed again. Steps in, delivers a deep shot. Separation. Concepcion comes down with it at the 1. KC.
Cornerback, the freshman. Mark Zachary, little out and up. He bites on the fake. He's beaten badly. That's just good, smart coaching and play calling. You lose their best corner. You go after his replacement. Early a thrower, but he's a little bit more than just a runner.
Free rusher comes in as Tui Alamaka. Reed to the outside, incomplete. Put their corners back out there, Gray and Moore. First and goal. Reed lofts back of the end zone, knocked away.
Reed should have gone to the underneath route. He's going for Concepcion, but right here, the tight end, get him the ball. That's an easier throw. Man.
Fake it to Moss. Plenty of time for Reed. Here's the shot down the sideline. Separation. And he overthrew Concepcion. He had the step on Christian Gray and would have had a major gain.
That's a good decision. They've got max protection. They keep the tight end in the back in. He got what he wanted. Separation. Blocker in the back. But when you put your quarterback out there, you don't have enough blockers.
Great field position. Concepcion on the screen. 11-yard gain. Moss and Morrow. Now it's Morrow who will split into the slot. First down throw. Reed, plenty of time. Rainbow caught. Concepcion, another first down.
But he's really good throwing these out-breaking routes.
Braver and Concepcion.
Too deep safety look right now. It suggests some kind of zone.
Braver in motion. 3rd and 16. Reed whips. Caught. Short with a flag. Concepcion made the grab at the 10, and now we wait for the penalty.
Now they're saying incomplete pass. Going to probably take Craver in this situation.
Reed, deep drop. Reed floats, end zone. Incomplete. It was available for Hobbs. He just couldn't squeeze it.
The throw, and he threw it into traffic, and Notre Dame not able to capitalize.
Looked like Xavier Chaplin went the wrong way, and it costs Auburn.
Concepcion on the punt return as the coverage was there.
And they've seen early this year.
Play action, Reed, quick strike, and open is Concepcion.
It forces now another punt.
So Willie and that defense coming off the field. Dalton Brooks made the tackle last time out there. Concepcion calls for the fair catch near the 21-yard line. Reed's second possession. And quick strike, and it's Concepcion again as he gets loose and is finally corralled near the 40-yard line by Kensley Lador-Foss to not get anything consistently going. Concepcion with the fair catch. Incredible 86-yard touchdown run against Notre Dame where he was spinning out of tackles. He was just unstoppable down the sideline. That was 2nd and 4, and the flag comes in on the incompletion as he was looking for KC Concepcion.
Well, Jay Crawford coming off of a knee injury, and he's the guy that missed their game against Oklahoma. They were so happy to get him back. A little stack release. He works off the slot. That's an area that I think teams have had success throwing against Auburn.
Here's Reed, play action, first down, gonna wind it up and take a shot. But overthrows KC Concepcion, who had a few strides beyond the coverage.
Like that out on the field. Concepcion with the speed gets the inside release, puts on the jet, throws the hand up like, just put it up. But Marcel Reed has not been accurate on deep balls this year.
This is Concepcion as he stands up to the first wave of would-be tacklers and gets the return to the 44-yard line. That was a low snap. But Concepcion able to field it and gets a good return here. A flag is down near the 31-yard line.
And you just hold your breath every time number 7 is fielding one of these punts. The penalties on both sides, Joe. They've got to be able to.
Marcel Reed on 2nd and 5 as he drives the ball and gets it complete for a first down to Concepcion. Johnny Manziel won 2012. Reed, can he keep the rhythm? Yes, gets it complete to Concepcion.
And a really good job that.
Here's pressure again. They pick it up for a moment as Reed being tracked from behind as he gets the ball complete just inside the 30-yard line to Concepcion. Has struggled offensively to find a rhythm. Penalties have gotten in the way of both teams all afternoon long. Marcel Reed on 2nd and 5. He goes with the shallow cross underneath.
It needs to be Marcel Reed a little bit too.
And here is Marcel Reed. And with that, he connects with Concepcion.
Balance, a big problem he's had all season long with the inaccuracy is at times he doesn't get great weight transfer. You know, he came into this game completing just over 58% of his throws. For that Utah State game, Joe, he had 3 sacks in 3 consecutive plays. He
has become something very special. Concepcion and 9. Touchdown wiped out. 3rd and 9 for Reed. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Concepcion.
Rusher coming off the edge, DeMarcus Riddick. Accurate throw. That time by Reed hits Concepcion right in the chest. I don't know if he felt that safety bearing down on him, took his eyes off the football. But
pressure. 3rd and longs are going to be a nightmare tonight for Mississippi State. They got to avoid it at all costs.
Punt taken at the 25. KC Concepcion. There's a flag down. Reed pulls it back, wants to throw to the perimeter, and a beautiful route by KC Concepcion. It's a pickup of 13.
Those early downs, them get ahead of the sticks. And as you mentioned, clean up those penalties, and that'll fix it quick.
A little trickeration. Here's Concepcion. Finds the edge.
Zach Smith, definitely the versatility they're going to miss on that side of the ball.
Mitchell is a 5-star recruit. Reed has all day. Deep out route, everybody there. 2 black shirts, 2 white shirts. Graver and Concepcion.
This year where A&M offensive linemen have guys 3-4 yards down the field.
Concepcion in motion, takes it around the edge. See if they come after Ethan Pulliam. They play for the return. Pulliam gets away a boomer. Concepcion at the 42. And he's found daylight. KC Concepcion with an immaculate return. Flag down back at the 36-yard line. 53-yard punt, 43 on the return.
During the return, holding, return team, number 8, 10-yard penalty, first down, Texas A&M.
Yeah, the offenses have struggled tonight. About as comfortable walking down Bottle Cap Alley barefoot, watching what they failed to accomplish. And a deep one complete. There we go. Marcel Reed with a strike to Mario Craver, and he fights his way in. KC Concepcion with the extra effort and a 34-yard touchdown.
With a corner post. Great ball. First time we've really seen him throw with conviction downfield, and Concepcion does the rest.
Borkachert helping out, little tush push at the end.
Oh yeah, love it. Get your boy in there, kind of picking up the DB.
Like they're planned to, quote unquote, you got it covered.
Pulliam punts it away. Concepcion had a big return last time. It was called back. This from the 19, and they get to him immediately. And State thought the ball came out and think they have a takeaway. The far side judge disagrees and says he was down.
Ruling on the field of the runner being down prior to losing possession is under video review.
What are you seeing? You make a throw like we saw to Concepcion for the touchdown. That just it unlocks something in your brain. As you see, I think that ball, he's got firm control when that butt is down.
After video review, the ruling on the field is upheld.
Okay.
First down, Texas A&M.
They checked it.
A&M offense in check.
They upgraded across the board from a personnel standpoint. Pick up the blitzer, and it's fired incomplete to KC Concepcion. Both teams go 3 and out on their opening possession of the second half. Concepcion asks for a fair catch, takes it just shy of the 12.
At some point, a turnover, a special teams play is going to be the difference.
Pulliam booms it. Concepcion at the 25. They got tripped up just enough.
Perimeter down here in the red zone.
They came off the bench. You can tell LSU last year was magnificent in the run game. Reed with a fade. It is incomplete. Craver blanketed by Kelly Jones, who already has a pick tonight.
And Kelly Jones, long arms. This is just a really tough ask, and it's actually a really good ball and gets into Concepcion's chest there.
To throw again into the end zone. Touch pass, touchdown. KC Concepcion, second of the night. Both of them have gone to number 7. KC Concepcion. Aggies lead 14-3. Fair catch. Concepcion at the 21.
Going to take to get back in this game as we inch closer and closer to the fourth quarter.
Their 6th consecutive game with an interception. Swing pass. Concepcion first down.
Doman perched at his own 18-yard line for the punt, averaging about 44.5 per on the season. This is Concepcion, brought down immediately at the 17-yard line.
9 yards against Mississippi State, 207 against Auburn.
On 2nd and 3, Reed back to pass on the out. Concepcion comes back to it, picks up the first down, keeps the legs moving. Concepcion in motion. Reed. Incomplete. Tried to hit Concepcion, who was coming back to the football. Concepcion on the jet sweep. Gets the call. And he's going to be stopped up short by Jaden Robinson. Good tackle. Concepcion at his own 40-yard line. A high spiral, good directional punt. And it takes a propitious bounce for Florida all the way down to the 18-yard line.
During the kick, personal foul, face mask on the kicking team, number 0.
Coleman punting from 9 yards deep in his own end zone. Concepcion will wave everybody off. It'll bounce on Florida's side of midfield backfield. Reed gets it out quick on the receiver screen. Nice catch and run on the play by Concepcion, who picks up about 9 on the play. Incomplete, intended for Concepcion. Got to take advantage of every possible run and yard. In a game like this, Reed slings it incomplete for Concepcion.
Mario Craver or KC Concepcion.
Reed taking a deep shot, got a man, and outshot Concepcion.
That set Mike Elko apart.
And has his team perfect so far. Reed tipped at the line of scrimmage and harmlessly incomplete.
And we have at least one going for a second.
They're ahead of the pack. Reed underneath on the jailbreak screen. Nice move by Concepcion. Down to the 23-yard line and slow to get up to the top of your screen. Concepcion in motion on the jet sweep, trying to get to the edge. Does. Tried to get airborne and got chopped down by Bryce Thornton, but picked up the first down.
Huge third down for Florida. Texas A&M, 5 minutes already off the clock.
Reed on the receiver screen. Concepcion got it, and room inside the 10, first and goal. 70 pounds.
Well, he stayed there for about 10 seconds, absolutely selling it.
On the jet sweep, Concepcion all the way down to the 10-yard line. Concepcion in motion, makes the catch or not. It hit the turf.
Linebacker.
Reed on the out, completed the 20 and stopped immediately. Is Concepcion.
As we learned, there are different ways to clap. Kirby Smart taught us that last week.
Reed underneath, nobody near him. Concepcion pushed out of bounds at about the 3. He'll actually spot it at the 2-yard line.
Sideline, and makes Arkansas pay.
Longest run this season for him. On the play fake. Late pressure coming into the end zone. Caught and touchdown by Concepcion. That's how you seize the momentum. 6th touchdown catch of the season for KC Concepcion.
Goes up and absolutely snags it out of the air.
80 yards. Bailed with the punt. Boy, hesitated. Looked like he was pondering, thinking of taking off. Play clock down to 5. Reed. And they ran out of real estate down the sideline. Concepcion made the catch, but way out of bounds. Setting up a 3rd down and 4 to go.
Hey, at least they didn't upgrade it to a misdemeanor.
Yeah, exactly.
Reed.
Flagrant too.
High for Concepcion, who took some smoke on the other end of that.
Calls now. I mean, Marcel Reed throws what we call a hospital ball.
Reed into the end zone, taking a shot. Incomplete, batted away.
99 and defensive tackle, 275 pounds.
Owens motions out of the backfield, middle screen, and stopped up short of the 1st down. Concepcion, a long 2 to go. Reed gets it out quick. Concepcion with a 1st down reception just inside the 25. Concepcion couldn't squeeze it.
Next 2 plays, 4th and 30, you can't go for it.
Devin Bale punting from the back of his own end zone. A high spiral to Concepcion, who has a punt return for a touchdown this year.
One of the electric transfers on this A&M team is a receiver and a returner. Waiting at the 20, and he'll take it at the 18. Dodges 1 man, 2 man. Concepcion spinning free. He is really dangerous with the football.
Interior D lineman. He's a big one tonight.
Yeah, he's been out. Good to have him back healthy. Reed from the pocket delivers across the middle, and it's a crossing right to Concepcion, who sprints out of bounds.
Come on, I want it. He really was challenging these fans.
Handoff inside. Jamarian Morrow, part of that 3rd and 8.
7 guys up. Are they all coming? Who's dropping?
6 of them come. Ball out. Reed completes it, and Concepcion slips free. A big gain into LSU territory.
Corners, I think the top corner in the country. Look how he shakes him right there. That's a great matchup of good against good. Not only the great route, but how about the yards after the catch?
Here, play clock at 6. Tigers back off. Reed tries to make a play in the move. Throws it end zone. Touchdown! KC Concepcion from 15 yards out.
And a good job of stepping back to his quarterback to make sure that's a touchdown.
By Cassius Howell on that pass rush. Concepcion just came up with a touchdown. Back to return the punt, waving for the fair catch at the 16-yard line. Son of Greg Roman. So 1st and goal. Reed zips it incomplete. It was a fastball off the hands of Concepcion.
Chance. Looking it off, comes back to the backside, which is right on the money. Over again, the safeties on 3rd down against Elko.
And no surprise, they've been tough all year. Chadwick with a big boot. Concepcion backed up all the way to the 23 and breaks free. Look out, KC Concepcion still running. They're not going to catch him. KC Concepcion. Touchdown, A&M, 79 yards.
You mentioned a big return to get the 2nd half started on the kickoff. That's just making a guy miss. That's not great blocks. Now you got some blocks, and now the instincts just take over. He's so gifted and so natural. Williams, the backer.
Now they're booing, and there's also some chanting we could hear as Concepcion is back in the game. Fields the punt again. Look out, KC Concepcion dancing and weaving, still going. They couldn't bring him down. Runs out of tackles tonight, and it's turned into a nightmare in the 2nd half. 4 punts, 3 and outs.
between Orstrom and Borkacher.
Play action, stepping up and taking a shot downfield. And the catch is made by Concepcion inside the 15-yard line.
Down the field of KC Concepcion, too good. One-on-one coverage, not going to be able to keep up with him. Safety's laid over the top.
Well, Notre Dame playing like a different team than we saw early in the season. One of those losses for the Irish at home against this Texas A&M team. Reed back to work and a strike across the middle. Concepcion, it's still going. And finally brought down at the 35 of South Carolina. A 40-yard play to start this drive for Texas A&M.
Some players with the football in his hands in the SEC. Motion him over, just an easy slant route, but get the ball in his hands and open field, and great things happen. Excellent after the catch.
He's already got 83 receiving yards here in the first quarter.
To put it together.
Reed gets hit, the ball flutters, and it is tipped and almost picked off, but incomplete.
Arrows his way into the end zone.
Big possession for Texas A&M. Reed has it tipped and incomplete. What a great job by Concepcion. Lodges the ball.
Well, Fred Johnson's going to get a gift that he just doesn't want to receive. He's in perfect position, eyes on the quarterback. Marcel Reed never sees him. And you're exactly right, Dave. What a great job by Concepcion to go up and make sure that ball is knocked to the ground. Fred Johnson just unable to elevate and bring that in.
Reed's pass in traffic, juggled again, and incomplete. Reed will throw, end zone pass, Concepcion can't hang on.
This is wild. I mean, these have been the two most reliable targets for Texas A&M all year. That ball right in his hands. Just unable to bring it in. I mean, you can't throw it any better. You can't have a better opportunity to pay off that turnover.
Reed pumps, fires high, incomplete, over the head of Concepcion. Turns for touchdowns this season. A short punt, but it bounces right to Concepcion. He turns it upfield. And all the way down to the 38-yard line. And passing. Reed stepping up, launching it high. It's intercepted by Swain again. Swain running it back.
Wide open on an in-cutting route, and he just airmails it, Dave. I mean, he just misses his throw, steps up in the pocket, completely misfires. And Vakari Swain's right there for yet another takeaway for the South Carolina defense, who was tied for the most in the SEC coming in. Now 3 turnovers they've created here in this first half. And boy, Doc, he's got to take better care of the ball here in this second half.
But a long way to go. Can Reed bring him back? Another juggle. This time it's caught by Concepcion. He dropped the touchdown in the first half. Coordinator for South Carolina was fired 2 weeks ago going into the bye week. Reed guns it over the middle. And the catch is made in South Carolina territory by Concepcion.
Dave?
And Taylor, they have to go 99 yards to take the lead. Reed from the back of his end zone, backpedaling, and he hoists it over the head of his intended target, but a flag. Collier will get called for interfering with Concepcion.
Pass interference on the defense, number 8. Ball be placed at the spot of the foul, automatic first down.
Boy, just an incredibly punitive interference call here for South Carolina. Judge Collier working on Concepcion. He converts that little hitch and tries to get up the field. A lot of contact. Didn't see anything egregious there, Dave.
I'm with you. Didn't love the call there. Reed, quick throw. Concepcion out in space. And all the way to the 24-yard line. Reed hoists it deep. It's caught by Concepcion inside the 10.
It's going to be first and goal for Texas A&M.
Reed. Watch him climb and step up in this pocket. Bodies around him, eyes down the field, good platform. You can't throw it any better on the hands. Big time, and a huge sack on third down.
Setting up the return for Concepcion on the short punt. A two-hopper. Concepcion up the middle. And to the 46 of South Carolina. They've never been since joining the league. Reed to the air on second and long. Over the middle to Concepcion. And down to the 15-yard line. Another Texas A&M first down.
He's up there in every single list. You got to come out here. You got to start fast today.
So first play of the game from the 30, and it's Casey Concepcion. First down and 10, opening drive for Texas A&M. Reed's first throw over the middle is complete to Concepcion.
He's reading the safety. The safety comes down. A little shimmy shake, Clay. A little bit of a high throw, but really good hands. That's what they love about him. Long.
Noah Jones on to punt. They have used him a lot this year. He's averaging almost 7 punts per game. Casey Concepcion, look out. Gets to the outside. And he's pushed out of bounds by Jones, the punter.
And we have to keep that energy going as they talk through some of the details of that first drive.
Since halftime of last week, energy has not been a problem for this team. Look out, loading it up, going for Concepcion, but it's incomplete. Well, Jones is going to have to be a little creative here, perhaps. Nope, no pressure. Short kick. And this is going to bounce. Takes a nice Samford hop. Concepcion fields it with his back to the end zone and now turns and gets to the 49-yard line of Samford. Second down and 10. Reed through the hands of Concepcion. Maybe a little disgusted with himself. It hit him in the hands, but couldn't haul it in.
Really nice job just going through his progression, getting to his third progression, and throws it out a little bit out in front. It's a little bit inaccurate by Marcel. The Aggies can win games every which way. Come from behind, ahead, tight games, all that.
Third down. Pass complete. Concepcion trying to fight for the first down, and I think he's going to be a yard short.
The plays and try to come up with a game plan to stop Marcel Reed and the Aggies.
First down and goal, play action, throw, caught, touchdown. Concepcion.
The free safety to the left of your screen. 17 is going to be down. Throws it right over top of him.
We're starting field position for the Aggies from their own 21-yard line. Reed already a couple of touchdown passes. Has time now running out of it. Throws it, and it's almost intercepted. Is it picked? Yes, it is. Intercepted by Keyshawn Washington.
This is exactly what we were talking about. Getting pressure on him. Hank Weber. He throws it right to number 14. They're going to look after this.
After video review, the ruling's an incomplete pass. Yep. It's second down at the 21-yard line.
Over.
Play fake. Here's Concepcion again. Catch number 5 for Concepcion. He's already over 40 yards receiving. And a touchdown. Sean Young makes that stop.
Texas showing pressure. The Horns rushed forward, and a completion over the middle. Expert Matt Austin thinks that should have been pass interference on the defense. Here's Bomeister again. Concepcion makes a fair catch. My goodness, how is it not? Bomeister punts. Fielded on a hop by Concepcion, and it looked like it was going to go into the end zone. Owens a 4-yard rush, and now Reed into a crowd, but got it to Concepcion. Breaks free from a tackle from Michael Taff and gets a few more yards.
And this was a really accurate throw by Marcel Reed. You could see the defender closing quickly, but he throws him away, and Concepcion does what he always does. He turns what would normally be a short gain into a big play by breaking a tackle. It's a miss.
Reed going deep, contact and a flag thrown on the far sideline, thrown by the back judge from the middle of the field.
Pass interference. Defense number 5.
And a stutter go from Concepcion. Gets Muhammad in a real dicey position. He runs right into the back of him. And an obvious call.
Bouwmeester, an Australian, punting for the 4th time already. Concepcion escapes. KC Concepcion still on his feet and goes down at the 43. A very entertaining return for Concepcion.
Oh my goodness. I mean, it looked like he was covered up for a minute, but this is what Concepcion does. Just when you think he's done, it's a wrap. And if Burke doesn't make this play, Concepcion is one-on-one with the punter. What hands.
Ruben Owens, the running back. Reed faked it to him. The slant caught by Concepcion. Win against Samford, FCS team that's now 1-11. Reed handed it off. Concepcion breaks a tackle and has a touchdown. KC Concepcion, an 8-yard touchdown run. Before he went down, that is the question being looked at in the replay booth.
And watch closely here. Where's his body as the ball crosses the plane right there? It looks like
touchdown.
That left leg is up.
Yep. 2 out of 8 on 3rd down. Reed lofting it up, and Concepcion couldn't run under it. Concepcion. 6th punt for Jay Bouwmeester, but the first Jack Bouwmeester of the 2nd half. Concepcion caught the low line drive punt with plenty of room. He brought it back across the 40. Texas went to join. A&M apparently tried to block that. Reed on 1st down fired an eye recently to glaucoma. So he's been wearing a patch. Concepcion.
Those new receivers are on the field as well. There's Moss again, and he dives ahead. The ball was closer to Bronson Olival, the Utah State player. Moss runs forward.
From tackle to tackle. So you think about how that works. Similar look here.
12 yards for KC. Now this is Owens around the left side into the
top of your screen.
Instead, it's Owens, and it's close. I don't think he got there. Field to go with Marcel Reed. And here is Owens running hard near the 40.
Well, he knows, you know, if this team's going to achieve what it could, they got to play better defense than that coming out of halves.
Reed swings it over to Craver, and Craver only gets a few.
It's not even a 2-minute timeout in the 1st half. Handoff. Moss weaving his way through inside the 10 on that play. All leads to 1st and goal. Owens is the back, and he carries the pile to the 2.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 6. Half the distance to the goal, automatic, 1st down. Number 7 of the offense may remain in the game due to the foul.
Well, it's down here. I mean, this is away from the play, and this is a careless, foolish penalty on the part of Notre Dame. And Christian Gray right there pulls the helmet right off. You don't shy away from throwing the football here.
They do. Run it for 2.
Play so far in the game. Runs at 10 yards or more, passes at 20 yards or more.
Handoff. Moss spun down.
Owens. We'll keep it on the ground as he lowers the shoulders. And completion, and now another 1st down. This opening drive of the 2nd half. Le'Veon Moss as the flag is down.
What do we have brewing here in College Station? I know exactly what you're doing.
1st down run by Le'Veon Moss, and it's a good one. Second down and 10. They stay on the ground with Moss, and Moss
keeping this thing conservative.
Second and 6. They go back to the quick game to Craver, and Craver, man, he did it again. Moss looking to add to that total, and he will with ease. Le'Veon Moss.
And incomplete as they tried to. Orstrom is the extra tight end in the game now. And Reed on a crossing route, able to connect with Terry Bussey. He ended up with Aggies in his lap and grass stains on his back. Here's Owens. That was a 15-play, 83-yard drive where they turned it over on the downs on the goal line. Still no Le'Veon Moss, and a cutback by Reuben Owens. Coleman Hutzler's trying to move his chess pieces around pre-snap. I'm not sure they got to where they needed to be. And wide open out of the backfield is Reuben Owens, and he's corralled.
It's talent around the world. It feels like every week we've got a player from overseas playing the game.
Between the tackles this time, Reuben Owens career on that reception. They keep it on the ground with Owens plowing forward. Bussey in motion. Nice seam down right between the tackles. Touchdown Aggies. Moss.
Game A&M. He wanted to play for a contender. They certainly are.
On the sweep. Reuben Owens.
On your screen, you've got one-on-one coverage. Will they go there?
Going to keep it between the tackles. Reuben Owens
remains dedicated to the run.
On 2nd and 7. Marcel Reed checks it down out of the backfield. Some hard, determined. Craver in motion. Smith on the ground. Great jump cut. Boy, you talk about lateral.
Handoff, right side, back look. Owens and Morrow. And Reed takes off. Marcel Reed weaving his way into the LSU side. Keeps it again. Reed has the edge. Makes a cut, takes a big shot. It's helped the obvious concern as Amari Daniels is in the backfield on this first down play, but it's an end around again. They try it to Craver. This time coming around the corner. Big need 2 on 3rd down. Owens. Flag comes in.
Morrow takes the handoff, and he is belted short of the line to gain. Saves his quarterback, who has struggled today. Reed will send it out in space to Craver, and he's up to about the 36.
That's in 0, comes up. But he's hugging air.
Will that provide a spark? Owens, and what? Trailed by 14 in the first quarter, their largest deficit of the year. They were down 27. They're now down 20. And Reed taking off on 2nd down. Okoronkwo able to catch up to him.
Craver, they are deep in the receiver room.
First run.
You want to be sharp against an inferior opponent.
Good move by Daniels.
Back though, Clay. So if it hits your hands, you got to catch it.
Now to the flank. And caught by Terry Bussey.
Big guy, 6'5", 220. He did play in their last game, the blowout win against Samford. It's a handoff. The SEC team averaging more than 200 yards rushing for the Owens spun around.
This is strictly football. This has zero to do with how tall you are. This has nothing to do with the combine. This has everything to do with just the tape. How fast? This is literally just the tape.